Ever since its inception, Mega Audino has often been labeled as one of, if not the worst Mega Evolution ever made. This is because Mega Evolutions are usually valued for the significant power boost that they can provide for your team, and since you can only Mega Evolve once per battle, there doesn't seem to be much merit in bringing a Mega Evolution that prioritizes defense over offense. Well, today, I'm here to challenge that consensus by bringing Mega Audino to Master Rank with a team that can not only bring out the best of its defensive utility, but also enable the team's great offensive capabilities. With that all out of the way, let's see what Mega Audino's truly made of. Alrighty, so for the past couple of days, I've been trying to figure out a way to make a Mega Audino team that was relatively feasible, because my original plan was to do some Simple Beam strategies, since Audino is the only Pokemon in the game currently that has access to Simple Beam. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to figure out a way to properly set it up and not just be on the complete back end once the strategy fails. So I decided to go for a more grounded approach. And one thing that Audino does have that no other Pokemon in the game currently does is the combination of Yawn, Life Dew, and Trick Room. So Audino is a great Trick Room setter because of just how bulky it is. It's going to be very hard to take it off the field in like 1 or 2 tries. So you will more often than not be able to reliably get off Trick Room. And then I have Life Dew to heal up all of its partners. And then Yawn is sort of the piece de resistance of this team, where because Audino is just kind of staying on the field for so long, just tossing Yawns out is a way to like still get value whilst you're not able to put out the most amount of damage on it. So there's that, and then I have it paired up with Belly Drum Snorlax, which is usually like a Trick Room staple. You just Belly Drum, proc the Citrus Berry, Audino can heal Snorlax back up to full with Life Dew, and then Snorlax can just kind of try to sweep from there. I have Facade just in case I get like burned or, you know, frozen, or well, not necessarily frozen, like burn, poison, you know, those type of statuses, paralysis, which is honestly kind of rare. And in the off chances where Mega Audino's healer does proc, then you know you can get rid of the burn, you can get rid of like freeze and whatnot, which is pretty clutch. But I wouldn't say I'm relying on that too much to happen. It is a 50% chance of proc now compared to 30% in prior gens. So while that is nice, I don't think it is quite enough. I really wish they, you know, really try to buff healer up some more, or just straight up give Mega Audino a new ability to give it some new life. But, you know, hopefully they maybe will do some balance patches for champions, considering that the game is not tied to the main lines. So maybe we'll see, you know, potential changes to Pokemon moving forward, but I'm not going to keep my hopes up on that. So we're just going to have to deal with the tools that we have right now. And of course, I had to bring out the Incineroar. You know, I haven't used it on any of my teams quite yet, so this is my first time actually using one. And I mean, it just kind of gets the job done. It's great for helping Audino set up Trick Room when there's maybe potential fake out users. I have Incineroar EV to where it can actually one-shot Mega Gengar whenever it's you know, on the field, which because Perish Trap is a pretty big flaw for this team, I feel. So Incineroar can take care of that pretty well, and it can also one-shot Kingambit thanks to it holding the Charcoal with Flare Blitz. So this is more of an offensive Incineroar than anything, and it has enough speed in Trick Room, or well, not Trick Room necessarily, in Tailwind to outspeed a lot of key mons like, you know, Charizard's, what else? I want to say Scarf Basculegion, but Basculegion does have, you know, Aqua Jet, so that's kind of an issue, but, you know, it'll at the very least work pretty well in either Trick Room or Tailwind, which is my main goal. And then we have Aegislash, which this is a sort of, you know, design, or I guess not design, but like, you know, a moveset that I feel like people aren't exactly using right now. Most people are running like physical Aegislash to deal with Mega Floette, which is fine. That's completely fine, but I decided to take a more special attacking approach, and I went all in on the power and decided to give it Steel Beam to absolutely nuke certain mons off the map. And it's great because Aegislash is slow enough to work in Trick Room pretty well. It's got Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball for the main stabs. And yeah, it's just honestly a real, you know, threat to a lot of the more like bulkier mons that might not be able to handle a stab Steel Beam. With Metal Coat on top of that, like I've been able to delete Garchomps, you know, from full health. It's like, it is just such a great move. Even though it does sacrifice half of your health, I feel like being able to just completely remove a problem mon off the map is like so valuable. And then I have Aerodactyl and Tyranitar. I originally had these two here. One for a Tail Room option, or Tailwind option, and mainly just an answer to Sun teams, but I've realized that Mega Audino and Snorlax can actually handle Mega Charizard Y like Heat Waves decently well. It'll do at least like 25% of their health. Snorlax is running thick fat, so it'll resist the Heat Waves, and then Audino is just so bulky that, like, you know, it'll at least tank at least 3 of them. So yeah, and then here are the stats. I'm mainly going to try to run Mega Audino with Snorlax. If there are teams that they might not, you know, do favorably into, then I will bring Aerodactyl and Tyranitar, but they're just kind of like a backup just in case. So yeah, that will pretty much cover for the team. And then the ID was also up there in case you guys want to try the team out for yourself. But yeah, last vid I did indeed hit Master Ball tier. I haven't played in ranked since, so, you know, I'm just gonna try and see if I can get some decent results in here. But I have been testing this team out in like some casual matches, which isn't exactly the greatest place to like get a proper feel of like competitive teams, but you know, I just wanted to see if the strategy was indeed feasible, and I think it does have some weight to it. So Charizard Y, just standalone. There's no with the tail, not tail. When I'm keep thinking Tail Room it's a Trick Room with Farigiraf, and then, you know, just the staples like Kingambit, Sneasler. Rotom Watch is annoying, and Garchomp as well. If they lead off Sneasler, that's going to be troublesome, but I do have an answer to that with Aegislash. That's also one of the reasons why I have it on the team, is to deal with, you know, Sneasler. So yeah, I don't think Tyranitar or Aerodactyl is going to do all too great here, so we're just going to try to go with our Trick Room strat and see if we can get some work done. Sorry if I make any sort of mistakes, guys. It's been a little bit since I've, you know, last done this, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm gonna try to make some more, like, you know, fun teams moving forward. Just simply because I have a lot of fun doing it. They start off Kingambit Sneasler, alright. Definitely ready for my Incineroar. That's another thing. Incineroar is such a good like bait mon. Like, people are so like, even though it's not like #1 mon in the format right now, people are just still so afraid of it that it's like, oh yeah, no, we gotta have something for Incineroar. So what I want to do here is I'm gonna swap in to Aegislash, and then I'm going to high horsepower the Sneasler. I don't think Sneasler is going to fake out the Snorlax. I'd be very surprised if it did. I'm gonna predict them trying to predict me to... Okay, never mind. I guess I could have gone with a Trick Room. Well, this is, this is very, problematic, especially since I don't have a proper switch in for Snorlax. You know what? This is... I don't really like the idea of this, but what I'm going to do, because I feel like Sneasler's going to try to hit a close combat onto Snorlax, I'm going to protect here, and I'm going to Steel Beam the Sneasler to just get it off the field. Yep, there's a CC. Is Kingambit get the Sucker Punch? No, it doesn't seem like it is, so. Woo! Beautiful. Like, yeah, that is very costly for me, but like, not being able to deal with Sneasler is going to be so great for the rest of my team. So yeah, unfortunately it is a trade, but that's kind of Aegislash's job here. If I'm usually expecting to take something out with a Steel Beam and go down. If I'm able to still stay up and still have, you know, after a Steel Beam, then that's just extra credit, honestly. Like, is it like the most optimal? I don't particularly know, but at the very least, I feel like it's worth it. I think I'm gonna Belly Drum here. I protected last turn. I don't think Kingambit's probably gonna Iron Head into Audino, which, now that I think about it, even though I have the more of the defenses, there is actually an argument to not Mega Evolve here, just so I don't take super effective damage. Aw, you Will-O-Wisp. I mean, that's fine. I have Facade. That's not really gonna bother me at all. Like, if Kingambit doubles into Snorlax, that'll be... Nope, he does Iron Head. So, we eat that. We honestly eat that way better than if we were Mega. Because even though we had the extra defenses, just having that super effective damage would not have been great for us. So, we get Trick Room off. We are burned, which is unfortunate. Though we can... I feel safe to Mega Evolve now. I will go for a Life Dew. Now the question is, will they protect the Kingambit? I don't think they will. And I want to say that even though I'm burned, you know what? Maybe it's better to go for Facade. I think Facade will do more damage. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. Even though High Horsepower is super effective, Facade doubling its base power along with the boost that Snorlax has, I think it'll be enough to just OHKO the Kingambit. Does go for a Sucker Punch. Oh, so close, dude. Man. But, honestly, that's okay. Say Thunderbolt, but Snorlax eats that. So especially bulky. Healer does not proc whatsoever, which is very unfortunate. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. It's going to take out Kingambit. I'm going to protect on my Snorlax. If they protect on Kingambit, that's going to be... Nope, they went for Sucker Punch. Alright, we got it. Let's go, Audino. Picking up that Kingambit KO. Hydro Pump. Ooh. Oh, man, we eat those for breakfast, dude. Up, and there goes Healer procking. About time. I'm not gonna lie, all the times I've been playing in, like, casuals, like, Healer has not proctored me, like, once. And I'm like, come on, bro, it's 50% now. Ain't no way I'm losing the coin flip, like, 4 times. Alright, 2 turns of Trick Room. I don't think Rotom has Protect. So you know what? I'm gonna Facade the Rotom. If anything, they probably want to protect Garchomp. If they protect on Rotom, that'd be a very, very interesting play on them. Dude, of course they would. Oh, they just double protect. They're trying to stall out the Trick Room. That's fine. Alright. Well, now that at the very least guarantees that I can hit the Garchomp. And also get my heal up. So, yeah, we still got one turn left. Snorlax still got them max buffs. Honestly, do I? No, I think I just Life Dew again. I play it safe. Just hit that Facade. Like, only thing that could save them is if they went for like double protect, but they didn't, so. Yeah, no, this played out so beautifully. Like, as you can see, even though Audino herself isn't exactly dealing like any sort of like big damage or anything like that, the amount of support that it can provide just through its presence alone is like so huge, especially if you have the right partners to back her up. So it's going to be faster for sure. I still have Incineroar in the back, by the way, which I mean isn't exactly great into Rotom, but you know. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Life Dew. Or maybe I don't Life Dew. I Trick Room here. I Trick Room. I Protect. Because they want to get rid of the Snorlax. Definitely. They are probably going to ignore Audino here. Yep. We want the speed because in case they, like, you know, get like a crit on Hydro Pump or something, that'd be real bad. So, and they could protect here. They definitely could protect here. Oh, nope. Got the forfeit. Let's go, baby. Alright, that was an excellent first match right there. That was so good. Yeah, no, it like if I was trying to climb up the ladder, bro, it's gonna take a real long time. But you know what? I'm not exactly trying to be like #1 or like top 500 in the world. That'd be cool though. Like, I definitely would try to take the challenge on, but at least right now, my main interest is just trying to figure out some cool teams that I can find some potential in. So we have Rigorath, Blastoise, Sylveon's annoying. This is like hard Trick Room. This is like hard Trick Room. I don't like Torkoal at all. And I'm pretty sure Torkoal is slower to Snorlax, so it's not even like I can. I mean, I could eat an Eruption. It ain't gonna be pretty, but I can certainly eat it. Like, if we could get Sneasler out of there, that'd be great. Now I think about it, is Incineroar good here? I mean, Incineroar will do fine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm honestly tempted to bring Tyranitar here. Is it whack? Yeah, but base Tyranitar is so good that, like, even if it doesn't necessarily Mega Evolve, like, it'll still do fine. It'll overwrite Torkoal's Sun as well. They're gonna go for Water Spout shenanigans, I'm gonna guess. So, this is some mind games right here. This is definitely some mind games. either I predict them to go for Trick Room or they predict me to go for Trick Room and they don't, like, do anything. So instead, I'm going to yawn the Blastoise. And then, as for Snorlax, because I gotta know I'm slower than them. I'm for sure slower than both of them. I'll protect you just to be safe. I was gonna be greedy and go for Belly Drum, but I don't think that's the play right now. Yeah, so they do Mega Evolve Blastoise. It is, yeah. Mega Blastoise, I don't think it's like the fastest spawn. I don't even think it's the slowest spawn either. It's like in that middling speed tier, so it can take advantage of either Trick Room or Tailwind. We go for Protect here. They're gonna go for that Water Spout. Yes, they are. Don't worry, Audino eats those. Okay. That did less than I thought it would, honestly. Gonna put Blastoise to sleep next turn, and they do go for the Trick Room themselves. Alright, so that's the whole reason why I didn't go for Trick Room myself. So, what I can do here is I can Life Do. I can pretty comfortably set up Belly Drum here, because it's either they swap out their Blastoise so they don't fall asleep, or they just leave it up and try to go for more or another Water Spout. Okay, they just go for another Water Spout. So, I am indeed slower. We're gonna have that Citrus Berry proc. And then Audino's gonna heal both of us up. So, we will for sure live a Water Spout. No doubt about that. Yeah, Snorlax is at full. No, he goes Aura Sphere. Okay. Ah, that is, wow, okay. Oh, but you're asleep. Man, what are you gonna do now? Oh, I should check. Before I try to... They have Sinistra. They do have Sinistra. Do I just take out the Farigiraf here? Because I feel like they could swap Blastoise out and go into Sinistra, which would be very bad for me. I'll take out the Farigiraf. I'm gonna take that gamble. No, they stay in. Okay. Oh, you live? Okay, well... That ain't exactly the greatest. I feel like... No, I feel like I have to go after the, Blastoise now. 4%, dude. There's just no way. I know these are some very bulky mons, but... Like, this feels so bad. Blastoise is still asleep. What I'm gonna do here instead is I'm gonna hit Dazzling Gleam on Audino. And then I'm going to Facade the Farigiraf here. I'm very surprised they aren't swapping out here though, like... Unless they don't have Sinistra on them and they just don't have any mons in the back that can realistically take a Facade. Or just any max roll move from Snorlax. Well, Trick Room's done. I mean, I guess even if I did go into Blastoise first, it still would have, you know, taken the same amount of time to get both of them off the field. But we're not in the worst position right now. I mean, We still have all our mons. They only have 2 left. And I don't know. Oh no-y. Here's what we do here. Audino's chilling. We're actually faster than them. I'm gonna put Yeah, I put Sylveon to sleep. We can swap into T-Tar here. T-Tar will for sure be able to eat a Hyper Voice. This is to get rid of the sun so they won't have that boost on that eruption. Oh, you just go for Protect. Alright. Ah, that hurt. That hurt way more than I thought it would. But now you shall go night-night soon. And, I mean, T-Tar's faster than both these guys, so... Yeah, I don't Trick Room simply because I don't want to give their Torkoal any more power. And plus, they will definitely outspeed Tyranitar. So... Actually, you know what I do here? I Life Do. I Protect on T-Tar. Just in case. Because I'm in no rush here, honestly. They can't change the weather at all. Yep. Sylveon's just gonna Hyper Voice again. That hurt. Get that Life Do healing off. Be relatively healthy. They do go for Eruption, which will hurt. Not as much as it could have, though, if it was under Sun. Sylveon is asleep now, which does mean that I have a lot more leadway here. So I'm just going to hit my Rock Slides, and I'm going to try to heal up yet again. Just be as annoying as possible. Like, that's what I love about, you know, a lot of, I guess, the bulkier mons in the game, is being able to maybe not do like the most like damage or anything like that yourself, but being able to just be a presence on the field and just provide like value for the rest of your team. And I understand that with Mega Evolution you only have one. This is not going to do nearly as much since, yeah, you're under half now. So, do I think Rock Slide plus D-Gleam is gonna finish the job here? I think it might. Because, yeah, the cost of using a Mega Evolution for something defensive, like, traditionally is not a great call. Like, you want that extra power boost, but I do genuinely... Ooh, it's a good thing we went for D-Gleam. I do genuinely think that for the more defensive Megas, I think they do have a place. Let's go, baby. Ah, I love this so much, dude. This is so good. And I'm so glad I brought Tyranitar as well. Me bringing Tyranitar, that was probably what helped me win that match, because being able to change the weather against Torkoal is so key. I'm just surprised it didn't, I mean, I guess they were trying to water spout Blastoise up front and then save Torkoal for last as like a cleanup, but yeah, that went pretty smoothly, if I do say so myself. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is a more traditional team that you would see in Master Ball. Definitely going more into the sun. Aerodactyl for Tailwind. Incense, Sneasler for fake out shenanigans, and the Garchomp's just a cleanup guy. Or girl. My bad. So, what do we do here? What do we do here? I guess if it's hard sun, I bring Aerodactyl and Tyranitar. This is something. I mean, it's for matchups like these why I have Tyranitar to begin with and Aerodactyl, so I might as well go with that. Because all it really takes is for Sneasler to like get one mean close combat on Snorlax and everything kind of falls apart. So yeah, I'll go with this. They may or may not lead off Charizard, but if they do, that's good for me. Sneasler Charizard. So yeah, I think they were prepping for me bringing T-Tar here. I mean, if they were like really interesting, they could just not Mega Evolve Charizard here. I think I want the speed control more than anything. Do I Rock Slide off Rip? I think I'll try it. This is probably the more risky play as opposed to just simply protecting on T-Tar, but also wait, I'm faster. No, they just didn't Mega Evolve. Okay. So that's what they did go for. So it's a good thing I boosted my speed. You get protected. Maybe I could get the flinch on the Sneasler. Maybe. Because they're for sure going for close combat now since they didn't fake out. Woo! Oh, that's huge. That is so huge right there. So, Zar can Mega Evolve. But I have double Rock Slide. And that is something I don't think you want to get hit by. In fact, you know what? I'm faster than Sneasler. I'm going to Dual Wing Beat. And, Rock Slide. You know what? Yeah, oh no, Intimidate's probably gonna mess things up, honestly. Yeah, it did. It did. I just gotta hope that Rock Slide finishes it off. Okay, nice. Sneasler's out of the game now. That was probably our biggest threat, so we're definitely going to be in a much better position now. Incense probably going to fake out someone. I just don't know who. I just don't know who. It'd probably be like the T-Tar, right? I'll click Rock Slide just in case he doesn't. And I'll go Protect here. No, he does go for Fake Out on Arrow. Alright. What's a Chomp going to do? I'm curious about that. Iron Head. Well, okay. I guess me going into Aegislash would have been the big read of the century right there. But you know what? I'm gonna bring my own Incineroar. Yeah, how you like that? So now what we do here, Garchomp with Iron Head's very interesting. Do I fake out the Incineroar just so that I can maybe have a chance to KO it with Rock Slide? Or you know what I do? I fake out the Chomp. I low kick the Incin. Unless he just no, he doesn't swap out. Alright. Just get Incin out of there entirely. We're not even gonna... It doesn't do enough. I should have Rock Slide. I keep forgetting that I got intimidated before. Yeah, no wonder it didn't do it. And my Tailwind's gone too. That, yeah, that's bad looks. That is bad looks right there. He's probably going to Mega Evolve Charizard. Or if anything, he's probably going to swap back to his Incin. He's going to protect Charizard. He's going to swap back into Incin, get that double Intimidate boost. I don't like doing Darkest Lariat into that spot. I'm just gonna Rock Slide here. Ow, you just Iron Head me. I mean, we eat that breakfast. Weather Ball. I mean, great tech. I'm surprised you didn't Mega. Very surprised you didn't Mega. Great damage on the Darkest Lariat, and we hit both Rock Slides. And then Zar's just out of here. I'm very surprised they didn't Mega Evolve at any point. Not even to change the weather at the very least. But that does mean Incin's gonna come back. And my T-Tars are like, what, -3 now? Let me check. Yeah, we're not gonna... Man. Not gonna be eating... Or, they're gonna be eating all of these Rock Slides. I mean, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still going to do it. No, you faked me out. Fair enough, honestly. I mean... Yeah, you were just not doing... You don't got... I guess they probably have Earthquake. Okay, it was enough to take out Incin. That's what I was hoping for, at least. And we still have Aegislash in the back. At full health. I'm not going to be a madman and click Steel Beam. Even though it will take Garchomp out right then and there. I'm going to play it safe and go with the Shadow Ball. And, yeah, I go Knock Off here. It'll do more damage. There, yeah, there's a Suck Iron Heading. Are they Scarfed? They might be Scarfed. I flinched. Okay. Of course. I mean, it's either that's their most damaging move they can do against me, or they're Scarfed. That's probably what it is. Honestly, I'm going to Protect here. Since I can't do anything to Aegislash. More than likely. I mean, if they did have access to Earthquake, they would have clicked it by now. Okay, they just changed course, alright. I mean, that's fine by me. Will allow me to pick up this KO right here. And there you go. That was another fantastic game, if I do say so myself. Now, I'm still kind of pondering on like why they didn't Mega Evolve their Charizard there, but I don't know. I'm not going to complain too much about it. Would it have made things a little scarier? Yeah, but you know, I feel like we played that pretty well, all things considered. So let me see if I can get one more game in here, at the very least with Audino. That was just to showcase why I brought Aerodactyl and Tyranitar on this team. What do we have? Oh, this is hard Trick Room. Gotcha. With Mega Golurk. Okay, Mega Golurk's scary. Mega Golurk is actually scary. Because we can't exactly hit him too hard, but he can hit us very hard. I definitely don't want to bring like Aerodactyl and T-Tar here. We're definitely going to go Audino and Snorlax. I have Instant in the back, just in case. They also have the Torkoal, which is that's right there. It's not gonna be. They have a couple ways they can lead off here. They can go Torkoal, Venusaur for like Sleep Powder, Chlorophyll, Shenanigans. They can go Golurk, Farigiraf for the Trick Room setup. They do go Torkoal, Venusaur. Okay. Now here's the unfortunate thing about Healer is that even if I Mega Evolve here, Healer is not going to rid Audino of sleep. It only helps Snorlax. At least as far as I can tell, because it's never been procced for Audino whenever she's got status. But I'll eat the hit. I'm going to sleep the Torkoal. I'm going to protect here. I don't want to go Trick Room off rip because Torkoal is for sure the slowest thing on the field. And the last thing I want to do is give that guy speed. So yeah, we are protected. If they try to Sleep Power to Snorlax, that's great. They protect Torkoal. Alright. And they Sleep Powder me. Alright, yeah. Well, unfortunately, that was a, yeah, this is not too great. All I can really... What can I do here? I could go to Incin, maybe, but, like... I don't even know, man. He's probably just gonna try to sleep Snorlax now. That's probably what they're gonna do. They have no reason not to. I'm going to high horsepower to Torkoal just to get some damage on him. Okay, no, they're just attacking. Alright. I really hope that I can live Eruption now. I decreased their health, so and I don't wake up. And I don't wake up. Alright. I can't even reliably go into Ada Slash because I'm just gonna eat another Eruption here. I'd be curious if they now decide to sleep my Snorlax. Or if they protect on Torkoal. They could do that. Do I be super... I don't outspeed, because as soon as I do that... I wanted to belly drum, just to read the protect. But I don't even think that would have been a great call because Venusaur is just there. It can sleep me. As it does right now. Yep. Okay. It's going for Heat Wave now, which is W Snorlax. Goated. You're faster than me as well. You're gonna put me to sleep. This is so... I would have to hope for a miss, basically. Let me see the sun turns. I'm definitely faking you out. There's like no ifs and or buts about that. And I guess I gotta hope that Snorlax can wake up this turn so I can hit another high horsepower. Or they just swap. They just swap. Just so I can't get my... I mean, I guess they were covering for all bases there. Yeah, Fake Out won't work because of Armor Tail. Oh, I do wake up. Which is big. But they will probably put Incineroar to sleep if I had to take a guess. Thing is, what is Farigiraf going to do? I genuinely don't know. It's probably just gonna attack more than likely. You know what? I'm gonna be that guy and Belly Drum. Woo! We avoided. Oh, let's go, Incin. Get out of here! Oh no, you're sashed. Of course you are. Burn? Burn, maybe? Maybe? No burn. That's bad. That's bad. That is very... Oh, okay. Thank you? Thank you. I don't know why you did that. I mean, yeah, Sun's gone, but I'm much slower than you. Thank you. That is beautiful right there. I do that. Do they have any ghost types? They have Golurk. They have Golurk. They're gonna swap in Golurk. It's just a matter of... Actually, you know what? No, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'd be very surprised if they swap Farigiraf out. Yeah, no, I gotta cover that slot. They do swap Farigiraf out. I should have done Darkest into... Oh. Torkoal. Okay. That just made Venusaur even slower, by the way. Thanks to Chlorophyll. I was so scared that was going to be Golurk, dude. Well, okay, that's 2 Mons down. Unnecessary crit. That was a get back for all them sleep powders, though. Golurk's got to come out now, right? Farigiraf, of course. There it is. Yep. Okay, this is not great. Golurk is definitely slower than Incineroar, so it's gonna outspeed. I can't swap into anything. It's just gonna hit me with that headlong rush, and I'm gonna cry. I am slower than Golurk, though. I'm doubling into him. Like, if he protects, then that's great, I guess, for them, but I just want that guy out of here more than anything. All he could realistically do to Snorlax at the very least is headlong rush, since I'm immune to Poltergeist, and even then, I feel like I'll be able to eat a headlong rush. Unless we just nuke him. I very much underestimate Belly Drum Snorlax, dude. Me going for Belly Drum that one turn, that was the key right there. Oh, and Instinct gets the Lariat too. Perfect. Beautiful. Absolutely love this. That I really thought I was on the back foot, dude, with when they led off with Torkoal and Venusaur, I was just getting slept over and over. Unfortunately, Audino didn't really get to do too much, but I mean, we played our cards right and we were able to get that dub at the end of the day. So yeah, no, that was awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed these games. This was honestly a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that, you know, I was actually able to, you know, showcase just what Mega Audino could do. Just having that extra bulk, that survivability, being able to provide value through means other than just sheer damage is something that I find a lot of fun, and I want to sort of see if there are any other mons in the game currently that I can try to implement like similar strats with. But yeah, that'll pretty much cover it. Again, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because I will be putting out a lot more Pokemon Champions content now since I am out of the college semester. And let me know what mons you guys want me to, you know, take a look at and make teams around, because I'm all up for some more ideas. You know, I come up with a lot of these teams by myself, so, you know, any extra feedback would be great. But, you know, that'll pretty much do it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. Take care, y'all.